sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. Talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. I know you like to make money. Ever gonna stop making money? Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
Stephen A. Smith recently challenged Floyd Mayweather Jr. regarding reports suggesting he had spent through a massive $1.1 billion fortune. Smith emphasized that maintaining an extravagant way of living and consistently spending at such a high level could leave even one of boxing's wealthiest figures vulnerable to financial collapse.
Go to the damn poker table, don't go to the blackjack table, don't go to the slot machine for crying out loud, even if it's only asking for $1. Don't do it. Stay the hell out of the...
He explained that regularly spending on high-end items, costly real estate, and an extravagant lifestyle can rapidly reduce even the largest amounts of wealth. He also pointed out that without proper money management, the huge income generated from boxing and business deals can fade away much quicker than...
To make all that money if you ain't got any of it to keep for yourself, bro. Keep your money. Because as great as you are, I got news for you. You ain't gonna be able to perform like that forever. We all get old. Father Time is undefeated. Make sure your wallets are fat when that day comes for you.
Even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. made more money than any boxer before him, reports claim he eventually faced bankruptcy due to years of excessive spending, showing that no amount of wealth is secure without disciplined financial control.
Unlimited amount of money, money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever. Like, there's all these lawsuits, like he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that, and it's like, now he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. I think it's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he gotta be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where it shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up, you know.
All the money, he gotta show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, you know, he got the latest watch and latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that shit. Like, boy, that money goes quick.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has built a reputation for showcasing his riches, investing in multiple luxury homes, and owning several identical cars in matching colors. His social media presence is packed with high-end purchases and over-the-top displays of wealth. However, beneath that polished image, there are signs of a more troubling reality.
Everyone else gets their stuff from. And he told me, I'm not gonna say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Yeah.
Spends like
I
crazy.
mean, it only could go for so long. I mean, and you're not fighting.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Mayweather even doing any goofy shit like that.
But you would think that your investments would continue to grow.
Right.
As long as you keep your spending under wraps. Like right now, like I could retire right now. This could be my last interview ever.
Right.
And with my investments, you know, I invested into a lot of great companies like Google and Amazon and Tesla over the years, and those companies have all grown and continue to grow, right? And I could actually borrow money against my stock portfolio without even selling my stocks.
During a podcast appearance, 50 Cent claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had once reached out to him for financial help.
Help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation isn't valid. So I could actually, technically it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because it's just not. I just said it and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up with the conversation? I don't even care. or what they're doing.
So there's still some static.
No, it only happens when it's time. It's time to build some type of energy and some sort of price. It's time to make a fight.
50 Cent had earlier suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would eventually step back into the ring, even before any official announcement was made, indicating that the decision would likely be motivated by financial concerns rather than a passion for the sport.
Like you make yourself like we got issues over here. He's still the best out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
And it took him, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local hosting. In a nightclub, because you need that action right now.
Earlier reports indicated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had dealt with tax liens and significant unpaid debts owed to the Internal Revenue Service, stretching back several years, including millions linked to 2015, which raised concerns about how his finances were being handled.
He has so many.
He's hilarious.
His spending habits are hilarious.
I love him.
And he's got like a whole fleet just in white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other colors too, though, man.
Yeah, he does.
Gang of cars.
Oh,
so man, you owe that money to the IRS money. Just give him a few clause.
Because he went so deep, so
How much does he owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
Hilarious.
His ongoing pursuit of additional income, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has moved into areas that have drawn criticism. One of the most questioned episodes after his retirement involved his promotion of a cryptocurrency project that was later exposed as fraudulent.
I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself. And I believe that it's going to be, another cryptocurrency that's going to be just as large as Bitcoin someday. It's okay. That's no different from Uber and Lyft.
Recent claims suggest that a fraudster paid Floyd Mayweather Jr. around $1 million to promote a bogus cryptocurrency venture, accusing the boxer of leveraging his influence to bring investors into a project with no real value. The allegation adds to ongoing concerns about celebrity-endorsed crypto ventures and highlights how quickly hype can attract unsuspecting supporters.
Getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like, what?
We all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was just, you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. Mm-hmm. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want?
Recently, Logan Paul stated publicly that Floyd Mayweather Jr. still owes him money from their June 2021 exhibition match. According to Paul, the fight had already been sold internationally before it received official promotion in the United States. Speaking on a podcast, he claimed the rights to the event, including both fighters' names and likenesses, were reportedly sold to a company in the Middle East for approximately $10 million in cash. Based on the agreement he described, Paul said he was entitled to 15% of that deal, roughly $1.5 million, but has yet to receive his portion. He also mentioned that the company involved is now allegedly pursuing legal action against Mayweather. Considering the reported legal and financial complications, Paul expressed doubts about ever receiving the payment he believes he is owed. Mayweather has not publicly responded to these specific allegations.
Of doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million. That company that paid him that money is suing him. I actually don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment. I don't think I'm ever getting the money.
He just sold his house in Vegas.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think he's facing a
rinsed on that house. He started at $14 million. He custom built the house, by the way, in like 2006.
Yeah.
Started at 14, reduced to 12,
yeah.
10, 8 came on the market, and it was a lot of house for.
Reports indicate that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has relied on high-interest loans backed by his personal assets, including his private jet, which was reportedly sold after being used as collateral. Critics suggest this strategy was intended to address growing debts and legal responsibilities. According to these accounts, Mayweather has also dealt with liens, foreclosures, and lawsuits over unpaid bills, sparking concerns about how he is managing his finances following his boxing career, despite the enormous earnings he once accumulated.
The house in Florida from 18 to 20 mil, and he's got a place in LA that's like $25 million he's trying to sell now for like 48, which it's funny how now all of a sudden Floyd's trying to sell all of his assets. What does that tell you? He just sold his private plane as well, which I don't know what that went for, but again, he's offloading assets because he's massively in debt and owes people a lot of money. And he's trying to finance something, whether it's legal fees, whether it's other mortgages, whatever. But yeah, getting a net negative of $4 million on the house you built and then put on the market is probably the worst real estate investment you can make. Outside of maybe a strip club that no one goes to except you, because that is your vice, gambling and stripping.
Clemens has claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has struggled with financial management since retiring. He cited multiple lawsuits, outstanding debts, and the use of substantial loans secured against real estate and his private jet to meet obligations. Clemens also noted that Mayweather has faced foreclosures, liens, and unpaid bills on various properties and services.
Back, again, 5 years ago now, but that was like the initial rumblings around that fight. And what Floyd did was use Mayweather Promotions to bring them this fight and say, if you'll front us this money, we'll put this fight here. They fronted him the money. He took the money, had the fight at the Hard Rock in Miami with Bambio instead. That was the company that put it on, Bambio. And Logan saw none of that front end 10 mil, and the people that paid Floyd the 10 mil never saw a dime back. It's nasty work what he did. But this has been like one of Floyd's MOs, is that he leverages his fight name or his quote-unquote assets, and which is what, a lot of wealthy people do. They leverage their assets to take out bigger loans or, whatever. But Floyd does it in such a reckless way that no one ever sees return on it. He just takes money. It isn't a loan.
Critics point out that although Floyd Mayweather Jr. made gains from flipping certain properties, other investments, like high-priced homes later sold for less than their purchase cost, show questionable financial choices. Wade Clemens also notes that Mayweather's frequent exhibition matches, including fights against influencers such as John Gotti III, appeared motivated more by profit than passion for boxing. This combination of extravagant spending and attempts to cover growing debts underscores the ongoing difficulties he faces in preserving his wealth.
Provisions in place. I've talked about this, ad nauseum over the last couple of years, but the fact that we actually get some details on this from Logan is hilarious.
Our deal was 50%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million.
Also, yeah, the fact that Logan agreed to 15%, he's got that manager, Jeff, who says, I make the big deals. He got absolutely rinsed on that deal. But also, Graham has some important information about Floyd Mayweather and, again, his, I wouldn't say shady business dealings, but how bad he is with money. Let's keep listening.
Company that paid him that money is suing him. I actually don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment that I don't think I'm ever getting away.
He just sold his house in Vegas.
He really?
Yeah.
I think he's facing a
rinsed on that house. He started at $14 million. He custom built the house, by the way.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is preparing for a busy year in the ring, officially concluding his retirement from boxing. His first planned appearance is an exhibition match set to be featured on Netflix. These 3 upcoming bouts indicate that Mayweather is focusing on high-profile events and maintaining visibility as he makes his competitive return this year.
I love first of all, the fact that he's fighting Mike Tyson. I like that. Why? Because I'm a big Mike Tyson fan. And look, bro, you really can't take it with you. You know what I mean? These guys have an opportunity to be on Netflix and be seen by 40, 50 million people in the fight, in the first fight with Mike Tyson. That's huge. Mike Tyson versus Floyd, I think the highest rated show that has been on television, boxing match that has been in the last, since Ali, probably. Definitely since the days of when ABC was showing things. Over 100 million people watched Mike Tyson fight Jake.
These high-profile matches in 2026 are being seen as a calculated strategy to boost earnings beyond traditional pay-per-view revenue. Mayweather's team has designed the year to include widely promoted exhibition bouts and a major professional rematch, all set to be streamed internationally on a leading platform. This approach leveraged media rights, sponsorships, and global promotional deals, rather than relying solely on ticket sales or pay-per-view income. Analysts suggest that this diversified revenue model could generate substantial earnings by reaching larger audiences while reducing financial exposure. Some observers note that this strategy highlights a broader shift in how top-tier fights are monetized today, offering veteran fighters opportunities to tap into global streaming markets and sponsorship deals. If executed successfully, these events could help stabilize Mayweather's long-discussed financial situation while solidifying his status as one of the most commercially successful figures in modern boxing.
Been telling people, look, there's a lot of money in boxing that comes from Greece. Okay, a lot of money is credited to Saudi Arabia for investing in boxing. I'm telling you, and been telling people for a minute now, some of that money's really coming from Greece. So to see Floyd pop up in the middle of these 2 big mega fights in a fight in Greece, yeah, just call that's just something that makes sense to me. So then you have the fight with Manny Pacquiao, and you know Manny Pacquiao, especially if Mike Tyson Floyd Mayweather Jr. looks good against Mike Tyson, and it's an enjoyable event. Man, you can expect even more coming out of that from Floyd Mayweather Jr. if he gets Manny Pacquiao. And the Manny Pacquiao fight, they're making a real fight. You may get a 4th fight out of that. I'm telling you right now, that could make Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s money problems go.
Stephen A. Smith has argued in a past interview that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s obsession with wealth is influencing a new generation of fighters in a negative way. Rather than admiring boxing icons for their skill, strategy, or ring intelligence, many young athletes now appear more focused on flashy lifestyles and financial gain. According to Smith, prioritizing spectacle over mastery does a disservice to the sport and diminishes what originally made boxing great. He contends that placing wealth above athletic achievement shifts aspiring fighters' goals from honing their craft to chasing fame and paychecks. In his words, the legacy of true competition and respect for the sport's artistry is being overshadowed by a chase for money and hype rather than the pursuit of greatness.
Businessman and Mayweather, they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to. What they're paying attention to instead is the $1 billion plus Mayweather has earned in his career. How box office he made himself. how he's been his own boss, answerable to no commissioner, no owner, no GMs, and barely even the fans for the last decade in achieving unprecedented wealth, fame, and control of his own name, his own brand. And how despite strenuous efforts by so many to bring him down, they simply weren't able to do it. You want to see an athlete drool? The idolized displaying deference and respect? Watch as these athletes marvel.
Do you think Mayweather's return to the ring and his high-profile fight schedule will help resolve his financial challenges? Share your opinions in the comments below.